Hi, we're here at Bitcoin Atlantis, and we're sitting here together with the Belgian Bitcoiner, Remy. Hello, how are you? Good afternoon.
I'm good, and you? How are you?
I'm okay. It's beautiful weather here.
Yeah.
We just digested a Michael Saylor speech, which is awesome. Someone told me that you are not only a Bitcoiner, which is not uncommon here, but also a Belgian Bitcoiner, and
Right.
you're wearing a captain's hat, and I'm wondering, what's your story, and how did you become a Bitcoiner?
Oh, long story. How it start? 2 years ago, I did a podcast with a friend called Let's Talk About Bitcoin, but in French.
All right.
And we discuss about Bitcoin, economics, society, everything during 2 hours.
Wow.
And after that, this small idea to get a boat and sailing around the world to spread the Bitcoin spirit emerged.
Just like that.
Just like that. And after that, during 1 week, I was not able to sleep, really, because it was like, oh, how can I do that? Is it possible for me to buy a boat, blah, blah, blah. And 1 month after, we did a second podcast.
Okay.
And I told him, like, I quit my job and I found a boat.
That's awesome.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Because once you start thinking about Bitcoin and it clicks, that's the consequence. Or do I say that
No,
wrong?
because I was studying how the money is working and economics before knowing Bitcoin. So it's more
yeah.
a continuous process.
Yeah. That way the journey was, well, a logical expansion of your already
exactly.
present knowledge.
And when I create this project, I choose also to study Bitcoin like a lot. I bought like maybe 10 books, and the first stopover of the project was in Biarritz for surfing Bitcoin.
Okay.
You know, the main is the biggest French conference about Bitcoin in France. So it was a starting point for me also, and to meet other Bitcoiners, you know, because when I was in Brussels, I was alone behind my computer, you know.
Yeah. And you feel alone, but
A little
like,
bit.
I'm the only Bitcoiner.
No,
No?
I do shitcoin at the beginning, of course.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Well,
Almost everyone takes that journey as well. Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, almost everyone.
Almost.
There are exceptions, but
Of course.
that's very rare indeed.
Exactly.
Very rare. But what's the project called for the people who don't know?
So it's the Sato boat project.
Sato boat project. Okay. And what exactly? Because I think you just bought a boat and started working on it, or
Yeah.
what was the idea exactly?
The idea was to sail for the moment around Europe, to meet people,
great.
Bitcoiners and also pre-coiners. I like this new
That's a good-
equation. To not use no coiners, because
Yeah.
you are like maybe a pre-coiners. You know,
Yeah. In a sense, they are.
it's interesting. It's an interesting point of view, and
I like that.
to talk with people of what does it mean to be free and to how to experience that. And I'm using 2 different vectors: the selling world and Bitcoin, because sometimes Bitcoin is too much about the money, you know,
Yeah.
or too much technical. But when you do sailing, it's also technical, but you discover
On a
other
whole
aspects.
other level.
Exactly.
But I think that aspect of freedom is also important. Like, okay, I imagine, because I'm not knowledgeable about sailing at
Okay,
all.
no worries.
I never go on boats, so
Okay.
I'm farthest away from it. But I imagine, like, okay, you travel from port to port
Yep.
around Europe,
Yep.
actually. Cool. And so when you have people following that project, like they say, like, okay, you are now in that port, let's meet
Yeah.
up, or
But I think there's a switch this year, because last year I was new in the game, you know, and I had nobody on my social networks. So by the time I've got more and more people who following me. So right now for this tour, so the tour of 24, I've got more people to meet on all on all of my stopovers. You know, so the next stopover will be in Azores Island.
Okay.
So I've got like
interesting.
three. I already know 3 people over there. Then I will say to Dublin.
Okay.
And it was funny because yesterday I met an Irish guy who organized the Bitcoin Ireland conference in May, and I will arrive in May.
Oh,
So
cool.
he
Yeah,
invited me
coincidence.
already. So it's all the universe is connected, you know.
Nice.
So yeah,
But that's great. I think like when you arrive somewhere, you already know the people follow you. Like, okay, this is
Yeah.
in essence, or a conference or a meetup, or at least people there.
yeah, exactly.
Into
It's
Bitcoin.
growing. It's growing. Last year I was also in Brittany, so I know like 3 or 4 different guys who organize Bitcoin meetups over there. So I will visit them, and also if I don't know if you know the Cercle du Coin. It's like a French circle which organize Repas du Coin.
Okay.
Each I don't know. It's not there's not a definite frequency for that, but I think I don't know how much they did. And I will ask to Jacques Favier. Do you know Jacques Favier is an historian, a French
no.
historian, really interesting. And he will be in Normandy for July. So we will organize like a huge repas together with
That's great.
who wanna come. Yeah.
What were the like? You're doing the project now for how long?
Almost 2 years. I quit in January 22, and I left Belgium the 21. It's funny because
That's
it's
awesome.
the Belgian feast,
Yeah.
national feast. I remember that because the
good way to-
lockers, you know, the lockers on the canal. How do you say the? Allez, the canal.
Sluis.
Oui, la Seine, it's the canal between Antwerp and Brussels, whatever. And the lockers are free during national feast. So I remember that, and the number is funny also.
That's funny. And what are like the biggest challenges you encountered so far, like in the past 2 years for your project?
Wow.
Or is it just like every day is something else? Or?
No, after 2 months, just before surfing Bitcoin in August, I had a boat accident in Arcachon.
We all
Yeah.
had boat accidents.
Yeah,
sooner
of
or-
course, and I lose everything. Yeah, I had a boat accident. I touched a sandbag, so I crashed the water, and I almost lost the boat and myself in the waves. Yeah, it was really scary. So it's marked me a lot, this accident. But by the time it changed, I had a second boat accident.
Okay.
To be honest, when I was in Saint-Jean-de-Luz, it's in the southwest, next to Biarritz, my boat ran to rocks. So yeah, huge holes in the hull, blah blah blah. But at this time, I was there. I met people over there, and I was like, okay, it should happen. Don't take too personally, of course. It's not working well, but and I was like, okay, I just need to work to fix it and to continue the project. So
That's also like an element of proof of work in there. Like,
totally,
Yeah.
totally, yeah, totally,
Because you have to do the work to make the boat
yeah,
continue and
Exactly.
maintain it and so on.
Yeah.
That's great. Also, something I wanted to ask, like the element of Bitcoin in your life connected to your project, like how because obviously it changed your life because you stopped your job and quit your job and started this project.
It's not especially thanks to Bitcoin,
Okay.
but it was on the line.
Yeah.
Because of course
It's, one
I
of the
discovered Bitcoin in the crypto world in 2020, so I'm like a beginner.
Okay.
But it makes sense for me because when you do selling and when you are try to use Bitcoin, it's like you try to be independent from the financial system, right? And when you are on a boat, you need to manage everything by yourself. Okay, if you have an issue, you can call the lifeguard, but maybe you are too far.
Yeah.
So you need to fix the problem for maybe for the next hours if you have a leak, or if someone is sick, you need to take care of him. Blah blah blah. So yeah, for me, Bitcoin is really like a tool about independency and autonomy. And when you do something, you have to have that in your mind all the time,
Yeah.
all the time. To give you an example, last time in the water tank, we had some salt water in it. So how you do
Okay.
to drink it? We had some bottles of water in spare.
All
Because
right, I understand.
you never know what
Yeah.
happened. And I like this thing
That's
of
a mindset, yeah.
it's a mindset,
Yeah,
exactly.
thinking ahead, and
Yeah.
that's cool. I totally respect your project and your way of thinking.
Thank you.
Do you think of Belgium now? Like, okay, one day I'll go back and let's say rent an apartment in Brussels or Antwerp and stuck there. Or are you like lost forever to the sea, literally?
I think
I have to ask it.
no, you're right. Yeah, I don't want to stop this adventure.
Yeah.
For me, I think really
It's
just the
inspiring.
beginning.
It's
No, but really the
inspiring,
beginning. Like today with this interview, you know.
Yeah.
So no, for me it's just the beginning because after I want to sail around the world or so, but for maybe 5 or 10 days, I don't know. I don't know. I will see. And as you said before, with Bitcoin and with sailing, we have a low time preference.
Yeah.
You know, all the time.
That's cool.
So
I'm amazed about this project. I have huge respect for that. I wish you all the best for it. And
Thank
also,
you.
we will follow the project, of course,
Yeah.
and see. If you're around somewhere, we will talk again.
yeah, if people want to follow me on social networks, I'm using Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okay.
Just tag Sato Boat Project.
Okay,
And,
we will also put the links in the
yeah,
show notes of
thank
the
you.
podcast so people can find it easily.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
then they can start following your project and
Yeah.
see what's going on.
Yeah.
Remy, I want to thank you for this interview at this very short notice, literally between the leaves of Madeira and some plants here. But no, really, thank you. Huge respect for what you're doing.
Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you. Thanks, man. Oh, with this.